Big news, big news. We are starting our kickoff to summer sale at wellisair.com. So next week we have a big holiday weekend. And so Bruce and I talked about it and we were like, let's kick off summer. We're kicking off summer with, it's an over 50% off sale on our bundles at wellisair.com. And I know a ton of you have been wanting to get Wellisair, you're waiting for it to get to that best price. So today we are over 50% off when you get the bundles. So hi Pam. Hey, how are you? Good to see you guys. Hey LaFleur. Connie's here, Mimi. Welcome, welcome. So what an exciting, a lot of us, when we come up on these big holiday weekends, we're thinking about gathering with family, we're thinking about barbecues, but you're also thinking about the sales that are happening. And it's always odd to me that this has become such a big sale day. We're talking about Memorial Day, which is a really important and rather somber holiday. This is where we are honoring our servicemen and women who have lost their lives in protecting our country and protecting our freedom. I don't know how that ever got reduced to a white sale or a holiday weekend, but I'm going to say that because it is such a big sale for the weekend, we are obviously going to thank our service, their family members who have given such a sacrifice. And we also are going to provide a sale for you. There is something else that comes in protecting your family, and that is protecting our indoor air. And a lot of us are out there. Hi, Connie. Hi, Beth. Welcome, you guys. Hey, Judy. Good morning. JMCDK said, love you, Caroline. We love our Wellisairs. I'm so happy to hear that. I just asked my team, I was like, what is the statistic of how many people own one unit and how many come back and buy a second or a third? It's about half. About half the people who get one unit end up getting two or three. So what we've done today, so this is the Wellisair unit. If you're not familiar with her, this is a completely disruptive technology in the home air revitalization space because it is not a HEPA filter. We love HEPA filters. HEPA filters are great. HEPA filters have a filter and it traps particles. We love trapping particles. The problem is so many of the things that we need to trap in our air are smaller than what can be caught in a filter. So we have VOCs, those are volatile organic compounds. Think of it like pollution inside your home. We have mold spores, we have mycotoxins, which if you don't think you have that, you still probably do. And that can be the base of so many of the issues that we deal with on a respiratory level. We also have smoke, we have odors, we have all sorts of things in our indoor air that are making our indoor air 5 times more polluted than outdoor air. So what happened with Wellisair is that the amazing scientists and tech people and inventors, they were inspired by Mother Nature. They said, look at this miraculous system that we have outdoors. Outside, we have these molecules called hydroxyls, and hydroxyls go out into the air and they scrub the air clean. They break up the molecules that are VOCs, mold spores, mycotoxins, pollution, smoke, odors, all of those things. They break up those molecules and it neutralizes them and it turns them back into water vapor. So the team at Wellisair said, what if we could replicate that and bring it inside? So there's no filter in this. The only thing you have is this small cartridge in the back here. It's filled with a non-toxic solution that with this little quiet fan generates hydroxyls in your home, just like outside. And what does it do? It kills 99.9% of mold spores, mycotoxins, VOCs like benzene and formaldehyde, smoke, odors, all the things in your home that you don't even realize we're just unfortunately kind of sitting in this toxic soup in our homes. Our homes don't get enough fresh air from outside. Wellis Air brings that outdoor fresh air inside your home. This unit is a bargain at $549. That is our everyday retail price. But today you can get 2 for $599. One is $549. Today you get 2 for $599. So that gets you down to, it's $299 a unit. But if you get 3, it's only $799. So that means it goes down to $267 per unit. It's over 50% off. You guys have been following us. You see us on here all the time. We're accosting you with information and ads about this product because we're so excited about it. But this is an incredibly great deal. And again, 50% of you, if you buy 1 unit, you're going to come back and get a second one. So get the good deal today. 1 for $549, 2 for $599. So that's our big deal today. We are kicking off our, next weekend that's the kickoff for summer. So later this week, I'm going to be giving you a whole menu and showing you what we're going to be making for the family. We're all gathering together to celebrate the holiday together. But it's also a time to jump in on the great deal. So that's your deal. This is Wellis Air. You go to wellisair.com. The price is already discounted for you there on the bundles. So please jump in and get this because I get DMs from you guys all the time once it's over. And you're like, hey, can I get that price? We do this only at limited times. That is an amazing deal. I love my unit. Judy, it is a great deal. So if you're looking to get that dedicated unit for your bedroom, or maybe you have a parent and you want to get one for your parent, their immune systems are compromised. You want to make sure they're breathing the cleanest, freshest air possible. If you know someone who's having a baby, this is a great thing to get as a shower gift. And get it now and then hold it until you need that shower gift. If you've got a kid going to college, please get one for the dorm room. Each unit covers up to 1,000 square feet. So we have 3 levels on this home here. So we have 1 on each level. And hi, Nancy. We have 1 on each level, and then we have a dedicated one in our bedroom, and we have a dedicated one in Violet's bedroom. So super exciting. Summer sale at wellisair.com. It is over 50% off. Maybe I can split 2 or more with a friend. Judy, we like your thinking. We welcome you to do that. Call a friend, say, hey, let's go in on this together, and then we can split it. Because again, 1 unit is $549. Completely worth it for 1 unit at $549. 2 units is only $599 today. Kim said that's why I got the 3.
Wait a minute. Who's the idiot that approved this sale?
Come on. They need a deal. These guys need a deal. We need a deal. Everyone needs a deal. Times are tough right now, and this is expensive. It's not inexpensive, but it's incredibly sophisticated technology. It is the only product of its kind for home use. The only place you see hydroxyl technology is in commercial remediation for like when there's a big, a fire in a commercial building or a flood.
This has been around for 20 years, the technology.
Wow. Did you see the VOC light just turned orange? Was that you?
Something on me. Yeah.
Wow.
Who knows what I dragged in?
Toxic masculinity.
That's me. Nailed it.
TT, it's 2 for $599. I'm telling you, this week only, you guys. Get it.
Caroline mentioned we don't open our windows and doors that much. Well, unless you live in the Colorado Rockies, a lot of times when we open our windows and doors, like we're looking out right now over Los Angeles, and you're inviting in more pollutants. So it's like, how do you...
Yeah, it depends. Some places you're bringing in fresh air. At other places you're bringing in pollution. That's true.
And the point is, how do you escape that? And this is replicating the same air that you breathe in the Colorado Rockies, in a forest somewhere. Even on the East Coast, you have the Adirondacks, and you have up in upstate New York, which is beautiful. Boy, when you live on the West Coast, they don't tell you how green that area is. Those of you who get to live up there, that's one of the most beautiful places in the country.
Yeah, no one's crying for us on the beautiful west coast of California when we're at the beach and that breeze is blowing.
My point is that, like, I was so surprised when we visited up there. But
yeah, it's beautiful.
It's incredible.
It's beautiful.
But I used to have a business partner, a very close friend of mine, who grew up in Maine, and Maine is gorgeous and such an outdoorsy area. And yet they have a lot of toxic clouds that come over because of the trade winds that push back and drop a lot of toxic stuff into. I know it's something I did.
Can I just quickly tell you what this VOC meter is? Was that the end of your thought?
It's close enough.
Toxic things in Maine is what he was talking about.
So even there you need one, is my point.
Okay, so this is the VOC meter. Your VOC meter is built into the Wellis Air unit. VOC is your volatile organic compounds. It's like it's picking up how many toxins are in your home. Now, when this is blue, it means that your air is clean and the Wellis Air has done its job, and it's like, hey, good job. When it gets to orange, it means that it's 10% outside of that healthy range. And when it goes to red, it's more than 10% outside of it. So regardless of what the VOC meter says, the Wellis Air is always working to distribute those hydroxyls. There's this tiny little fan. Can you hear it? Hold on, I'm going to put it up to the mic. That's how loud it is. That's it. That's how loud the Wellis Air unit is. It's a tiny fan because all it has to do is send out the hydroxyls into your air. So it sends out the hydroxyls into your air. A hydroxyl is a molecule that needs to steal an H from another molecule in order to turn back into water vapor. And that is its whole life goal, is like, I'm a hydroxyl, I'm going to turn back into water vapor. So it steals it from bacteria, viruses, mold spores, mycotoxins, benzene, formaldehyde, odors, smoke, all the things that we would like to remove from the air. That's how Mother Nature does it. Some really smart people at Wellis Air figured out how to replicate it for the home. It's usually $549, which is a deal, but today it's 2 for $599. 2 for $599, and only for 1 week, or while supplies last. Did you have something to say?
I was just reading wonderful comments.
Yeah. Question. I sleep with a humidifier. Distilled water gets expensive. What does this compare to that?
They're doing two different things. Interestingly, a lot of people say, well, if it turns back into water vapor, does it raise the humidity level? And the answer is no, because it happens on a molecular level. It's so slight that it doesn't raise the humidity in any given space. So it's fine to have a humidifier. If you have a humidifier, it's actually even more important to have a Wellis Air as well, because humidifiers do raise the humidity. Wherever you have heightened humidity, you have a greater chance of mold spores accumulating and colonizing. So this will actually interrupt the mold spore growth, because mold spores communicate with each other via mycotoxins. And mycotoxins are little airborne molecules that hydroxyls actually destroy. And when you destroy that communication between mold, you actually stop the mold from colonizing. So,
Bruce,
another reason.
Is it available in Canada?
It is available in Canada, and we don't have a distributor, so it ships from the US, and we apologize for some of the Canadian taxes. But we do ship to Canada, and we're working on, hopefully later this year, warehousing some of these in Canada. So
we know it gets expensive with the extra additions that the government adds on for that. Those aren't costs that are in our control. But that's why it's important to jump in on a sale. Again, if you got one for $549, you'd be doing something incredible to protect your family and your indoor air. When you think about how many toxins we take in every day, and think of all the things we do to get rid of toxins. My girls, they love those infrared saunas. And I'm going to go get an infrared sauna and it gets rid of all the toxins. Well, I'm going to take this supplement, or I'm going to take... We're always trying to do things to detoxify the system. What if you could detoxify the cause of what is getting the toxins into our system? Like, of course, it's great to use toxic-free skincare, hair care, household cleaning products. But again, this is something you just set it and forget it, and it's reducing the toxins in your home. I wonder if this shirt that just came back from the dry cleaner is what made that.
Is it
turn
now
red?
red?
It's
Wow.
red.
Wow. If I leave, I wonder if it'll turn blue. Caroline's always blue.
I asked Bruce and company this for our humidifier use over winter. No problem, but definitely keep your Wellis Air going. We received our cartridges this week. Keep those coming. Okay, great. Good. Glad that is working well with your humidifier. I mean, listen, humidifiers also do something great. You know, everything in life has.
It's like a HEPA filter. A HEPA
Yes.
filter and Wellis Airs, they play well together.
Yes.
And so humidifiers are the same.
Diane said, "Hi guys, we love our Wellis Air. Everyone should have one in their home." So happy to hear that you're enjoying it, Diane. So again, if you have friends or people who have asked you about this, or you're looking for those great gifts, or you want to expand and put this in, my God, you guys, the basement, the attic, things that you think are not affecting your air quality, all that air circulates through your house. The HVAC system, when summer comes, a lot of us are running our air conditioners. Do you know how grimy that HVAC system is that you have? You guys, you've got to get your HVAC system professionally cleaned and make sure the filter that's in the HVAC system gets swapped out, because everything is circulating through the home. Your vents and that unit can be such a problem for spreading toxicity in your home. So again, get that cleaned and then use your Wellis Air to keep everything at bay.
Caroline kind of buried the lead on that. We actually, our whole family got sick because of our HVAC system. We had an air conditioning unit on the roof that was shaded by a tree, and the condensation line was not evaporating. So it was just dripping water on the roof, created black mold that was then
we never saw it. Never
through
saw
our
it.
house.
Yeah.
And that's what took down our daughters. I've mentioned on other lives that your liver, which detoxifies, does so much of the heavy lifting of the detoxification in your body, doesn't fully mature until you're between 12 and 14 years old. So our daughters were taken down by mold. So this is a serious thing. Even if you don't get a Wellis Air, make sure you get those cleaned and checked.
Heidi said, the craziest thing is my dry shampoo. Every time I spray it, the Wellis Air instantly turns red, and that about 20 or 30 minutes later, it goes back to green. Well, Heidi, I'm glad that you're able to spray your hair and make that blowout last an extra day, because we know it's important. But I'm telling you that the dry shampoo, first of all, it's aerosol, it's chemical. So yes, it does a good job at extending your blowout, but you're putting pollution in the air in your bathroom. And most of us don't have ventilation in the bathroom. So she's got her Wellis Air cleaning it up. So again, you guys, this is our kickoff for summer sale. This is a $549 retail value for one unit. But just this week, you can get 2 units for $599. 2 for $599. So it's $300 a unit, $299 per unit. If you get 3 units, it's an even bigger discount. 3 units is $799. That's only $267 per unit. Over 50% off. Yeah, it's a great deal. We want you to join the Wellis. We want you to join the Wellis Air family. So go to wellisair.com and jump in on our big holiday sale. This is only good through Memorial Day, and we'll be back this week with all kinds of other fun stuff for you.
Kick off your summer.
Yeah. Take care, guys. Bye.